Roll over Beethoven, roll over Beethoven, roll over Beethoven.
It's very promising, Peter. And they contend plants aren't intelligent. Well, at least I have one birthday present. Thank you very much. Peter's produced a new shoot.
Congratulations, Peter.
I was afraid he might not have it in him.
Oh, he's probably suffering an identity crisis. It must be confusing being a male busy Lizzie.
Of course, he knows tomorrow is rather an important date. I expect he made a special effort.
Who?
Peter.
Yes, I'm sure he did, Daddy.
That's very pretty, Belle.
Oh, thank you.
I was afraid it might be a one-hit wonder.
It's not a pop song. It's an idea I have for a piano concerto.
What?
Concerto, you know, as in Mozart, Chopin, very big in the 18th century.
Don't be patronizing, Belle. It doesn't become you.
I simply feel that with the money I'll earn from Don't Turn Your Back, I can afford to write what I've always wanted to.
When did a piano concerto get into the top 20?
Don't be so vulgar, Daddy. It doesn't become you.
Toying with classical forms is all very well, Belinda, but the years go by with dizzying speed.
What are you talking about?
Well, when your first pop composition became such a tremendous success, I dared to hope that in my twilight years we might not have to be quite so careful with money. After all, I am nearly 70. Very nearly.
We're not exactly impoverished.
No, with your God-given talent and music publishers queuing up to give you large sums for your signature.
As you're so fond of saying, Daddy, the music business is a jungle. And I've no intention of going on safari without Nigel to lead the way.
How can you say you can't write lyrics when you can produce an extended metaphor of such consistency and elegance?
The fact that I'm literate doesn't necessarily qualify me to write pop lyrics. In fact, it may be a disadvantage.
Well, we'll find you a lyricist. The music press is full of advertisements from would-be William Schwenk Gilberts.
As in Arthur Seymour Sullivan's?
Precisely.
Thank you. I'd rather wait for Nigel Sidney Cochrane to come back from America.
Belinda, in popular music, as in life, time and tide wait for no man.
Oh, very original, Daddy.
It may not be original, but it's true.
You know, sometimes I really envy Beethoven.
Beethoven? Why Beethoven? Mozart, possibly.
I envy Beethoven because he was deaf. Vanish.
Just like the Casbah. Don't shout at me, I'm only the skivvy.
I came up here for a little peace and quiet. I didn't realise you were in.
I was upstairs, trying to get the smell of joss sticks out of beds. I mean, the Hare Krishna school may be over, but the memory do not linger on. What are you doing? New assault on the pop charts?
I was hoping to write a piano concerto.
Oh, yeah, with synthesizer and lindrum.
Yes, it sort of turned into a pop song of its own accord.
Yeah, sounds good. Got any words for it?
Not really. I thought I'd put it on tape and send it to Nigel. He might be able to scribble a few verses to it.
Yeah, of course he will, yeah, if he's got the time.
Yes. He hasn't even found the time to send a picture postcard.
Oh, I know. Thing is, you know, though, when you're on the road, real life ceases to have any meaning. You're caught up in this sleazy cocoon of fast cars, fast food, fast...
Women.
Yeah. No, not that Nigel's into that anymore.
You don't think so?
No. He's become bored with limitless self-indulgence. It's all wasted on him. I should have gone. He could have done the hoovering.
Never mind, Lem. No point in getting depressed.
Yeah, I know.
I miss him too.
Yeah, but you can still do your thing.
Half of it, anyway.
I mean, I'm a tour manager, and I'm not a caretaker.
Lem, it's Daddy's birthday tomorrow.
Whoopee! Jelly, custard, paperettes.
I was hoping to treat him to a day out in town, and I wondered if you'd like to manage the tour.
What? Me? Roadie for you? Yeah, why not? Like it says in the song, we got to get out of this place. Okay, where we going, Auntie Belinda?
Well, I was hoping to get theatre tickets.
Great idea, bit of culture. You see no sex,
For
please?
cats.
Oh.
Only they're sold out till after the next election.
Want to bet, darling?
Lem, I telephoned the ticket agency this morning.
Yeah, hold on. Wait till I find them.
Hare Krishna,
You've seen her, haven't you, hey? Wait! Wait! The rest of your lot checked out yesterday, mate.
Oh, sorry, man. Only we're not into time.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Would you like a long-playing record featuring George Harrison?
No, mate. Right, out you go. Go on, get out. Right, that's it.
Well, what about the ozone layer?
Yeah, don't worry
Think
about
of the poor flies,
it.
man.
Out. Hurry, Harry.
Good morning, Daddy. You're down rather late this morning.
Am I? Time ceases to have much meaning at my age. I suppose I anticipated breakfast in bed.
Oh, really? Any reason?
I think I'll go and see how Peter is this morning. At least he takes an interest. It's not that they're willfully cruel, you understand. It's just that sometimes children forget that their parents have feelings.
Happy birthday.
You remembered!
How could I forget? You sent out more reminders than the county librarian.
I don't know when you became such a terrible tease. Belinda, your mother never used to tease me.
She did, you never noticed.
Oh, look, a card from your Aunt Maud in Brighton.
It's not just a card, Daddy. It's a book token for £2.
Haven't you heard of inflation? And this is from Peter and the Plants, one of your pop groups.
I sent it on his behalf.
Only a plant, Belle. I'm sure you're not working too hard.
Ta-da!
Oh, how sweet. Here.
Oh, this one's from Lem.
Joined up writing.
You may be 70, but I bet you can still keep it up.
Keep what up, Belle? It's yellow.
Primrose, actually.
And it's got a polo neck.
Oh, very well. I'll exchange it for something grey, dull and conventional to go with all the grey, dull and conventional gifts I've had to give you every grey, dull and conventional birthday.
Well, don't let's be too hasty. What's it made of?
Cashmere.
I must say, it feels remarkably agreeable to the touch.
Well, I imagine cashmere also comes in clerical grey.
Well, perhaps I'll just try it on. Turn your back.
Daddy, I'm your daughter.
Oh, very well. Right, now, give me a hand. Of course, you know the kind of person that usually wears primrose polo neck pullovers. I'll tell you. Just before Hitler invaded Russia, Binky Hayhoe's sister Candida and her fiancé Kim, an old Etonian of impeccable breeding, went to a party on a houseboat owned by an architect called Hillary, who sported a primrose polo neck pullover and sand shoes.
No trousers?
They were inveigled into staying the night. And when Candida awoke, she found the architect had run off with her young man. Caused the most fearful stink. No one would employ Kim afterwards, except the Foreign Office. Well, what do you think? Be truthful.
I think you ought to finish your breakfast and then go upstairs and get dressed properly.
Why?
We're going up to London.
Really? Why?
Birthday treat now. Hurry up.
Gosh, how lovely. I'm sorry I was horrid to you just now. Oh, and Belle, by the way, there's a card for you from Cochrane. He's very well playing Billings, Montana, whatever that is, and he misses you. I couldn't help reading it, Belle. What does get on down and do that funky thing actually mean?
Ta-da! Happy birthday, Guv. Here you are.
Oh, people are so kind. Scent?
Now, please. Gentleman's cologne. Splash it on all over, make you irresistible.
Oh, thank you. I'll just throw the bag away.
Lem, I got a postcard from Nigel this morning.
Oh, really? Yeah, I got one too.
The concert seems to be going quite successfully.
You know, Nigel's really lucky with you, Belinda.
Thank you, Lem. Why?
Well, you being so pleased for him that he's having such a terrific time.
Well, hardly terrific. He says he's depressed, homesick, and missing me dreadfully.
Yeah, sure he is, yeah.
What do you mean?
Belinda, you know, he's on the road. Don't take this personally. Groupies aren't real people.
Why am I so stupid?
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, what you've got to realise is that Nigel's a very deep, complex personality.
Not to mention a two-faced, hypocritical, depraved adolescent.
Yeah, it's best not to mention that.
All right, let's get the show on the road, as you music Johnnies say.
Righto, Gov. Now, come on, Belinda. Forget it, eh? Come on. Party.
Memories all alone in the moonlight. I remember the old
He's getting
days.
his act together.
And it was beautiful then. What on earth is that abomination?
It's a wheel clamp, Gov.
You were silly parking on a double yellow line.
I say, are you responsible for this filthy thing on my silver shadow?
Oh, I only wish I could help you, sir. Unfortunately, clamps come under the police, do you see? I just do what I can to keep the traffic flowing. It's a thankless task, but I like to think that I have a positive attitude. Between you and me and the parking meter, I find that clamping has an unpleasantly vindictive aspect, to which I find myself temperamentally unsuited. I used to be a lollipop person, isn't it? Until they shut the school down. But although I actually trained in engineering.
Clearly a civil engineer.
Yeah, well, it's okay, mate, you know. Don't blame yourself.
Oh, that's a very Christian attitude, if I may say so, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Are you supposed to do that?
Why not? I put the bugger on.
Oh, well played, sir.
All aboard. It's open.
I really think we should go home now.
But I'm raring to go. After all, life begins at 70, so they say.
That's the spirit, Gov. I mean, after all, Charlie Chaplin was dipping his wick well into his 80s.
But I've been coming here since before you were born, young man.
I'm very sorry, but our patrons do expect us to maintain standards.
But, damn it, this is the first day since the war that I haven't worn a collar and tie.
It's his birthday. I'm afraid the jumper was a present from me.
Oh. In that case, perhaps we can find a compromise.
All this Andrew Lloyd George chappie hasn't done too badly, Alan.
If I can't write the words to a 3-minute pop song, I'll hardly be able to manage a full-scale libretto.
How about tinned rice?
Tinned rice. Aren't we having champagne?
No. Now that Andrew's started collaborating with dead poets and Richard Stilgo, Ricey must be at a loose end.
Lem means Tim Rice, it was a joke.
Right?
Tim Rice. Very good.
Yes, thank you. Oh, come on, don't be a wet weekend.
I'm very grateful for all the sterling work you're doing, Lem. I'm sorry, I just don't feel like being jolly.
She was like this when we took her to the zoo on her 9th birthday, and Guy the gorilla was indisposed.
Yes, I get moody about once every 23 years. I just can't help it.
Come on, it ain't Nigel's fault.
Of course it is.
Why shouldn't he enjoy his work? I mean, it's a hard slog on the road, and if he's getting a few jollies, eh?
I'd like to say a few words on the occasion of my birthday.
Oh, sit down, Daddy.
Oh, come on, it's not your old man's fault. Look, Nige is an ordinary bloke, right? Lying to your chick is just second nature.
You mean Cochrane's responsible for this petulant attitude?
Oh, the penny's dropped, has it, Daddy? What did you think was wrong with me?
Well, you're a woman, and women have phases, as does the moon, and I thought...
Contrary to male opinion, Father, we women are not the slaves of our menstrual cycle.
Oh, blimey, anyone fancy a sandwich?
That's better. Now you're angry, instead of self-pitiful. If Cochrane's let you down, you owe it to yourself to put him behind you and get a new partner.
I'm not promiscuous, Daddy.
But I meant a writing partner.
Hold on. You just can't drop Nige. He's my main man.
Frankly, I'm inclined to give up the whole music business as a bad joke.
You hear what he's playing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm rather flattered.
Effrontery.
Daddy.
Do you know what you're playing, sir?
Piano.
Don't turn your back on the one you love.
Right.
And you're American.
It's legal.
Well, let me tell you, sir, my daughter wrote that tune, and we expect your payment, care of the Performing Rights Society, within the week. Why haven't I got any umbrellas? Waiter! He's coming over. The audacity of the man.
Probably coming to give you a traveller's check.
You must be Belinda Purcell, because I worked out you're probably not Nigel Cochran.
So forward, these Americans, unless there's a war to be fought.
You've met my father. It's his birthday. I'm afraid he's a little overexcited.
Hello again, Mr. Purcell.
I don't know.
Oh, this is Lem, king of the roadies.
Hi.
It's been said, yeah. Sit down, mate. Have some shampoo.
Thank you. Well, here's the record reaching #1.
Nigel's record.
And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mr. Purcell. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I'm afraid we don't know your name.
That's the story of my life. 15 years in this business. I'm still waiting to become an overnight sensation. Marvin Ferdelman.
Snappy.
Hubba, hubba, hubba.
I beg your
How
pardon?
did you know?
That's right. Big hit in, what, was it 71, was it?
This is amazing.
November 1970. It was one of the few pop records I ever had. Hubba, 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 recorded by the Joeys on the Cameo Parkway label, written by Carmine Ferrabosco Jr. and Marvin Fertelman.
You are the first person, apart from my mother and my Aunt Sadie, to remember that, since you could eat white bread and still expect to live.
You weren't allowed to buy pop records, Belinda.
No, well, it was bought for me.
Oi.
Peter Owen gave it to me for my birthday.
And who was Peter Owen?
Don't ask.
You remember, we were at the Royal College of Music together. He played the viola to my piano. There was something wonderfully wicked about pop songs then.
Gee, I'm glad you liked it.
So, what went wrong?
Ken.
No, well, come on, it was, what, #1 in 8 countries or something? I mean, what are you doing, tinkling the ivories for pin money?
It's kind of a long story. I'm 21, the world is my oyster. A couple of years later, suddenly there are no hours in the month anymore.
What happened to Carmine Ferrabosco Jr.?
He's in Vegas,
Oh, playing cabaret.
repairing fruit machines.
Which did you write, the words or the music?
Oh, well, the words.
I see. You wrote the words, hubba, hubba, hubba.
Yeah, I know it's not exactly Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Hubba, 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 I wanna be your lover. Hubba, 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 but don't tell my father.
It was rather apt in 1971.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter now,
Oh,
Daddy?
nothing. I just thought that fate had thrown you together with a lyricist in your hour of need. Now we find that this young American has written, I mean, no offense, An ill-rhymed piece of juvenile gibberish.
Yeah, I know, it was extremely embarrassing at the time. I was at college majoring in 17th century epic verse.
Anyway, Belinda and Nigel are contracted to write together.
Not so. The contract was just for the one song.
Hold on,
Oh,
hold on
hey,
a minute.
I just came over to say hi. I'd better split.
Have you written anything since?
Belinda, I've written more songs than you've had boyfriends.
That wouldn't be difficult.
And I like to think my more mature lyrics are a little more literate.
Then why don't you play us one of your more mature songs, young man?
Yeah, well, I don't think the Musicians Union would approve of playing in resting times, would they?
No, it's cool. I don't get that many requests for my own material. I can afford to play a prima donna. I belong in your life. I belong. And if you hear this song,
A palpable hit, if I'm any judge.
Haven't I heard it before?
Yesterday.
You heard it yesterday.
It's a rip-off of the Beatles.
yesterday, I knew there was... Now you know why I'm tinkling the old ivories for pin money, Lamb. 10 years as a cocktail pianist. I got so many standards going on in my head, I can't write original music anymore. I wrote The Way We Were 7 times last year.
The words were quite appealing. I belong. Ironic, really, seeing you don't.
Well, words I can write to anything. That's no hassle.
Then put words to this, Mr. Fertleman.
Oh, Daddy, for God's sake.
Yeah, well, I think we ought to be going, you know, unless you want to miss dinner, Steve, eh?
There it goes again. Like a dream it seems to reappear and then in a moment it's been and gone. And only the memory lingers. Seems so far away. Only yesterday. But then when I opened my eyes and you turned to me to say, if you've lost your way again, maybe there's something I can do. Here it comes again. Like a melody you're spinning in my head. In the moment we write this song, I know it's here that I belong.
I believe he's got it. Boy, George, he's got it.
Boy George.
Just a little play on words.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, not bad.
It's quite nice.
Not bad. Quite nice. The man's a genius.
I wouldn't say genius.
Waiter, more champagne. Tell me, young man, do you have a manager?